Right now at 10, an area woman says a subcontractor attacked her for refusing to pay for poor work. And the officers involved in a controversial arrest that was caught on camera are cleared of any wrongdoing. We have an update on the case. And later, it's Prep Mania Week 5. All the Friday night lights you can handle. Straight ahead.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us. A Mineral Point man is out of jail tonight after being arrested on suspicion of substantial battery Monday night after he took a refusal to pay too far. Adam Duxter spoke with the homeowners and has more on why they're scared about what could happen next.
Okay, here was the steps.
As Bubba Smith walks the perimeter of his Mineral Point home,
Was supposed to do, or he did.
he can still point out each and every mistake
There's a little step there.
that he says started this whole problem. This summer, he and his girlfriend, Michelle Leahy, were looking to get work done on their home.
I thought it'd be nice to have an outdoor space.
But the work that was done wasn't up to par, with sloped and uneven back steps and a patio open to the elements.
As you can see, the dirt's more or less washing out.
The two took to Facebook to post their issues, but also took it one step further, refusing to make the final payments until the work was done and done right.
At one point, he started to message Bubba and say that he wanted his last payment, and I said no, he's not getting that until the work is done correctly.
Monday night, the person doing the work came back.
We both heard the knock, and she went and got it, and I just heard this scream.
That's when he allegedly turned his anger to Michelle.
And I opened the door, and instantly he was just on me and pummeling me. And
That night, Mineral Point police arrested Jason Hansen on substantial battery charges. But just days after, Hansen is out of jail after he posted bail.
what is he gonna do next time? If he was that angry about that, what is he gonna be like when all of this comes out and he's been arrested?
Knowing that he's out there, that he could come back at any moment and do it over, or even worse.
Mineral Point police say they're still investigating. But for Michelle and Bubba, it's the uncertainty of what could happen while they do.
Given he's so unpredictable, I don't know what might happen next. It has not been easy.
That was Adam Duxter reporting. Leahy says she's already had surgery to repair her split lip and has another one scheduled to repair her eye socket. News 3 Now was unable to reach Hansen, but the contractor who hired him says he's devastated to hear what happened. Several Madison police officers will not be disciplined following an internal investigation looking into use of force. This video was posted online in June. According to police reports, the teen was having a mental health crisis that started at school. When he got home, the school resource officer told Journey Mental Health he needed to be taken into custody. When officers arrived, police say the teen spit at officers and resisted arrest. A MPD sergeant came in and hit the teen in the head several times. Police say the teen was not injured. The sergeant was placed on restricted duty during the investigation, which today found 2 minor violations, but that the use of force was reasonable. There is a chance for more rain this weekend. Meteorologist Dave Caulfield has our first alert forecast. Dave?
Well, Charlotte, mostly quiet on Doppler track tonight. A few thunderstorms did form a little bit earlier this evening, but that could be a different story as we head into tomorrow night with so much humidity still in the air. That could help spark some heavy rain into the overnight hours of Saturday night into Sunday. Madison on the WISC-TV Skycam looking at partly cloudy skies right now. No rain on the horizon. Temperatures are still in the upper 60s and lower to middle 70s across southern Wisconsin. And dew point's still right around 70 degrees, so it still feels very muggy outside. and it will remain that way into the overnight hours and early on Saturday. So your day planner as we head into Saturday, temperatures falling into the upper 60s, highs will be in the mid to upper 70s with showers and thunderstorms becoming likely, especially later on in the day. We'll go hour by hour and talk about the heavy rain threat this weekend in your first alert forecast in just a few minutes.
The Wisconsin State Patrol is planning aerial enforcement along I-3990 in Dane County on Monday. In a release, officials say they'll be watching for speeding, tailgating, and other dangerous driving behaviors. Officials say they publicly announce enforcements like these because they want people to voluntarily follow traffic laws. From Los Angeles to New York City and across the world, millions of people took to the streets today for a worldwide climate strike protest. Here in Madison, hundreds are hoping that hours of rallying at the state capitol made a difference. They marched to Madison Gas and Electric, demanding Governor Evers declare a state of climate emergency, for MG&E to dismantle local coal-fired power plants and transition to 100% clean energy by 2030. That's a goal the energy provider has already set, but by 2050. When President Trump visits the United Nations on Monday, many of his fellow world leaders will be participating in a summit meant to address climate change, but the president will not be there. Instead, he is chairing his own session focused on worldwide religious persecution. It's the latest evidence of Trump's isolation on the climate issue with his fellow world leaders. During the G7 summit in France, he also skipped a session focused on climate change. The U.S. will be sending more troops to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. It's in response to the attack on Saudi oil facilities, which the U.S. has blamed on Tehran. Defense Secretary Mark Esper told reporters at the Pentagon that the troops would be defensive in nature and primarily focused on air and missile defense. An SUV smashed into Woodfield Mall this afternoon in Schaumburg, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. The driver, who is now in custody, drove into the mall through the Sears entrance, went down the main hallway, slamming into a kiosk and stores, sending panicked shoppers running for safety. Witnesses say the driver appeared to be younger. He drove over a kiosk, hit the Forever 21 store, then ran out of the SUV and was caught by police. 4 people are dead and many more are injured after a tour bus crashed near Bryce Canyon National Park today. The Utah Highway Patrol said 12 to 15 of the victims have very critical injuries. The bus was transporting a group of Chinese-speaking tourists. 30 people, including the driver, were on board when it crashed. Production has officially stopped at the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania. It was losing money, and the state legislature could not pass a $500 million bailout to keep the plant open. This is the beginning of the end for the site of the worst nuclear accident in American history. The owner's Exelon Corporation plans to close and decommission the plant over the next 60 years. A local girl from Sun Prairie is helping Sunshine Place after donating money her grandparents gave her. 7-year-old Megan Spredeman gave $50 to the campaign #ActOfKindnessSP. She wants to use the money to pay it forward. After hearing the Stone Soup story, which says that if everybody gives a little, there will be enough to go around, she was inspired to help others. Officials from Sunshine Place say her donation will help support the organization's food pantry and free public services.
To see someone that age help somebody out that they will most likely never meet, to me, it just doesn't get any better than that.
I just want to help people instead of just do things just for me. I want to help more people. Because helping people can make you happy for almost everybody.
Talk about doing something good. Sunshine Place is collecting donations for its food pantry and also collecting funds for its campaign. If you would like to donate, you can find that information on channel3000.com. Hop House Brewing Company is breaking ground on its new 10,000 square foot facility in Fitchburg today, christening the grounds with a Special K geyser. The new facility will be built at the intersection of Seminole Highway and Sub-Zero Parkway. The new Hop House facility will feature a canning line, full bar, and restaurant. It is expected to open next summer. Still ahead tonight, more chances for rain this weekend could lead to additional flooding. Your forecast is coming up in just a few minutes. And later, week 5 of the high school football season is in the books. Highlights and scores coming your way in Prep Mania. Meteorologist Dave Caulfield joins us now from a humid backyard patio.
Yeah, it is quite damp. It doesn't feel like the middle of September. It feels like the middle of July outside across southern Wisconsin. We could thank the tropical moisture from what once was Tropical Storm Imelda traveling north and kind of giving us these dew points right around 70 degrees. We have severe thunderstorms off to the north and west. That batch of showers and thunderstorms will arrive later on Saturday into early Sunday morning for southern Wisconsin. We'll lose some of that potency, but still we could be talking about another round of heavy rain for areas that just don't need it. No rain right now after a few thunderstorms tried to break out closer to Janesville earlier this evening. Flash flood watches in effect just to our south and west across portions of northwestern Illinois and eastern Iowa. We do have an alert day, though, in the forecast for the threat of that heavy rain, especially in those areas that are still pretty soggy. Another 1 to 2 inches of rain possible in those heaviest downpours. We definitely have the humidity in place to create that heavy rain pretty quickly, so we'll watch for that. Madison on the Edgewater Skycam looking at partly cloudy skies. Will stay partly cloudy into the overnight hours and stay humid, unfortunately. Not the best sleeping weather. Today's high of 83 is about 15 degrees above normal for this time of year, and temperatures are still pretty warm at the 10 o'clock hour. 74 in Madison, 70 in Janesville, and 71 in Boscobel. A big Badger game tomorrow against those Michigan Wolverines starting at 11 at Camp Randall. Temperatures in the low 70s. I think we are good as far as rainfall goes, but then by the time we get to the late afternoon and early evening hours, some more showers and thunderstorms possible. So hopefully, as we're partying after a Badger win, we may have to look for some showers and thunderstorms. Very humid still with those showers and thunderstorm chances, especially later in the day. Temperatures, though, will take a nosedive as we get into the start of fall. It's actually going to be really nice weather on Monday. Fall officially starts at 2:50 in the morning Central Time, and temperatures will be right around 70 degrees, so pretty close to normal for this time of year. And we're staying in the upper 60s and low 70s, so a little bit above normal for this time of year for the first week of fall. Mild with patchy fog overnight. Temperatures in the upper 60s. A slight chance of a shower and thunderstorm can't be ruled out. Tomorrow, windy and humid, and thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon and evening, and then into the overnight hours we could be looking at heavy rain. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s for highs. So Future Track, our latest run, trying to pick up on some early showers, so pack that poncho if you are heading to the Badger game tomorrow, hopefully to cheer them on to a win. And then more rain and thunderstorms could be possible later on Saturday into the overnight hours. I think that's our best chance of seeing some more heavy rain, especially close to the state line. Once again, those same spots just can't seem to get out of that heavy rain threat. And into the rest of Sunday, we're looking at rainfall amounts anywhere from about a half an inch to an inch, but isolated spots of 2 inches of rain could be possible. Those temperatures in the low 70s as we start next week and start the season of fall on a very nice note. It is week 5 of high school football, and in honor of that, let's get some Mambo number 5 going here. A little bit of Kevin Lewis in my life, a little bit of Melissa Kim by his side, a little bit of Dave Caulfield is sometimes all you need. Prep Mania, hit it with those highlights.
Dave, you're the greatest. We're just more than halfway home in the high school football season, Mr. Dave Caulfield Lubega. Even though it didn't feel like fall, and Dave, get on that. Just because you're a nice guy doesn't mean we'll forget. Week 5 of Prep Mania, alongside Melissa Kim, I am Kevin Lewis.
Yeah, that's sweaty, not sweater weather. What's going on, Dave? Tonight's game of the week is a Big 8 battle that could have been an elimination game for Sun Prairie in the race for the Big 8 crown. Scoreless in the first here. Sun Prairie's Brady Stevens flushed out, rolls right, throws across his body, hits Colin Shaver, 7-0 Cardinals. 7-7, it's Schaefer again or Stevens again to Schaefer again. Worked once, why not try it again, right? 14-7 Sun Prairie. Verona answers, though, on a bobbled snap. Haken Anderson takes the handoff, takes it to the house, 14-all. Tied again later at 21. Someone's got to take this. It's going to be Stevens again. Calls his own number, gives Sun Prairie a 27-21 lead, and then 1 second left on the clock for Verona. Ooh, here we go. Time will run out.
Not gonna happen.
Oh no, for Verona. Sun Prairie wins 27-21 the final score. Jay Wilson with the Cardinals in our post-game report.
Verona was undefeated, but no longer. Sun Prairie beats them here at Ashley Field. Colin Schaefer, big night, 7 catches, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. You guys are down 21-14.
Yeah.
How did you stay composed, and what was the feeling on the team that you would come back?
You know, our defense always helps us out. I mean, short fields, we got the ball back really fast, and we had a big pick. We got the ball, and yeah, we just been working all week on our stuff and switching it up a little bit, and yeah, it's a good game.
That first week, dropping that game to Madison Memorial, what's been the difference since, and how has this team stayed on track?
Same as last year. I mean, we lost, but we seemed to get our fire back the second week, and you know, we played 3 games where we got guys in, and we're all healthy now, and I think it was good for us to play 4 quarters and a good game.
Well, they joined the last 3 Big 8 conference championships, and don't count out Sun Prairie for a 4th.
Yeah, and as you can tell from our game of the week, it's going to be very competitive in the Big 8 as we enter the second half of the season. Verona went down, so that leaves the Memorial Spartans, the only undefeated team in the conference, hosting 1-3 West tonight. Toga time at Mansfield. Perfect weather for it. Thank God it wasn't better weather, right? Regents ball, 4th and 18. Ezra Thompson, screen pass to Nazir Jones. He picks up 21. They are in business. Will Gutneck finishes the drive later here with an 8-yard. Oh, Ken, you almost got run over there. Dang.
I'm
with
good.
An 8-yard touchdown run. 6-0 West, but Memorial scoring 28 unanswered in the second half. Spartans win 28-6. Janesville Parker, meanwhile, looking for its first win of the season. They're at Madison East. We get the Vikings ball to start. Sam O'Leary tossing outside to Matthew Hartwig. He's got it the rest of the way. Parker up 7-0. Hergolder's turn now. Phil Rowe III finds Tyler Owen in the end zone for the score, but Parker would answer right back. Braxton Connors this time fakes the handoff up the field for an 18-yard pickup for the first down and then some. And then O'Leary again handing it off to a guy who's hungry, really hungry for a touchdown, Garrett Sandwich.
Oh.
He would get the score like that there, yeah. East wins 23-17, the final. Some other scores here in the Big 8. La Follette beats Janesville Craig to move on to 4-1 this season, 35-14, the final score.
The Badger Conference race still good, looking good, with Milton trying to keep pace with Wanakee and DeForest. All 3 entered Week 5 undefeated. Milton trying to stay that way, hosting 2-2 Oregon. I hope you like offense. 7-6 Milton. And the kickoff, Austin Saunders returning, and
I love offense. This is great.
he goes the distance. 13-7. Oregon with the lead. Milton would answer back. Evan Jordahl drops the snap, but it's no big deal. Picks it up. Hunter Perno, watch this. Goes up with one hand.
Ooh.
Who needs 2 hands when you can just use the one? Then Milton strikes again. How about those Red Hawks? Jerry Jones punches it in. Milton wins 47-26. The final. 3-1 Reedsburg visiting 1-3 Mount Horeb Barneveld. Reedsburg had a good night, I'll put it that way. First quarter, Beavers ball. Casey Campbell weaves, goes. He's not like really that fast in real life, but really fast. 79-yard touchdown, 7-0. Visitors, Vikings ball, Gunnar Bagstad to Max Tully, but Tully plays for Reedsburg, and he's a thief. He picks it off and goes to the house. 13-0 Reedsburg. Not finished yet. Ethan Lee to Tully again, this time on offense, going the distance, 53 yards on the score. Reedsburg hangs a 0, 43-0, the final. Some other scores from around the Badger Conference. Wanakee stays undefeated, winning by 32. Portage, 27-14 winners over Beaver Dam. The Cheesemakers, no problem with Fort Atkinson. Watertown hands MG another loss, 28-16. DeForest stays undefeated. Stoughton, 45-0 winners over Edgewood.
Now, if you remember, Lodi won the state title 2 years ago, looking for more success under Dave Pulls. First quarter here, Quinn Faust hands it off to Colton Nicolay, 5-yard touchdown, 7-0 Blue Devils. Second quarter, Lodi again, this time Lucas Hayrock. Hey, that last name sounds very familiar.
Yes.
Up the middle for 16, 14-0 Blue Devils. Phoenix getting one back on special teams. Check out Paul Frick on the return. Again, little speedy action out there, little editing action, 95 yards. He's pumped, coaches are pumped, let's go. But Lodi taking the momentum right back. Faust on the keeper, rather. Lodi wins 27-6.
The Badgers and Wolverines both coming off bye weeks. We're going to talk ring rust and trick plays from movies of yesteryear after the break.
Well, Wisconsin and Michigan both coming off bye weeks this week.
Now, the Badgers are 3.5-point favorites over the Wolverines tomorrow. Wisconsin 30-5 at Camp Randall since 2014. Michigan hasn't won here since 2001. UW head coach Paul Chryst knows there's a little bit of ring rust after a Saturday off, but getting back to game speed isn't unique to bye weeks.
Does it take a series or two, a play or two? You'd say no. You'd like to say no, but there's probably a reality to it. And I think you're always, a player looks forward to kind of, you hear a phrase, getting your pad set, kind of getting into the rhythm of it. I think that's probably a real thing every game.
9 games to go in the regular season. The Brewers entered play 3 games behind the Cardinals in the NL Central, 1 game up on the Cubs for the second wild card.
Indeed, final home series of the season opening against the Pirates. Bottom of the first, 1 on for Mike Moustakas, singles to left. Lorenzo Cain scores. 1-0 Brewers in business. 3-0 in the 6th inning now.
Love the antlers.
Ooh, I like that. Keston Hira at the plate. He goes up the middle, and Yasmani Grandal crosses home plate. Now Trent Grisham adding a bases-clearing triple. 10-1. Brewers win. Final score. Cubs and Cardinals earlier this afternoon. Scoreless runner on third. David Bodie to Tommy Edman. Ooh, not quite there. 1-0 Cubs. Same score in the 6th inning. Yadier Molina driving in 2 runs here, 2-1. And then here we go. Last chance for the Cubs. Ben Zobrist rounds out. Cardinals win 2-1 the final. They're 43-23 since the All-Star break.
Maybe the ending of the college football season so far. Tulane. Remember the movie The Little Giants? That's the annexation of Puerto Rico. The fake kneel down and then hand off to the right, and then yes, Amari Jones gets the first down. That sets up this. With 10 seconds to go, Justin McMillan to Jalen McCleskey.
No.
Not a tackling clinic. McCleskey takes it to the Casa. Green Wave wins it 38-31.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Amazing. Well, thanks to everyone who helped us get the show on the air today.
Week 6 of Prep Mania next week. Verona at Madison Memorial, a Big 8 monster game. One more break and we finish the show.
Final check with Dave.
Staying humid overnight. Unfortunately, temperatures in the upper 60s. Can't rule out a slight chance of a shower and storm, but I think the better chances arrive on Saturday, an alert day for some locally heavy rain possible, especially as we get into the later portions of Saturday. Temperatures in the 70s for Sunday. Nice start to fall on Monday.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Do something good and go Badgers.